Now, just before the start of the transfer window over in Europe, let's give you some transfer news here in Africa. Al Ahly have agreed to send their embattled striker Ahmed Abdel Zahar to join Ittihad of Libya on a loan. In exchange, the Libyan club striker Ahmed Rauf will join the Cairo-based outfit. Zahar was suspended and put on the team's transfer list for making the four-fingered hand signal known as the Rabah sign. That's a symbol associated with support for the Muslim Brotherhood during the African Champions League final. Now, even though the 28-year-old player apologized publicly, he was deprived of championship bonuses and playing in the Club World Cup in December. Rauf will join the Egyptian champions on a 3.5-year contract starting in January. On the other end of the continent, South Africa powered their way to a 10-wicket win against India in Durban on Monday to give Jack Kallis a perfect send-off to his Test career after he announced he would be retiring from Test cricket altogether. Kallis will retire satisfied at having been an integral part of a South African side who are undisputed #1 in the Tests, having lost just one of the previous 25 series, stretching all the way back to 2006. Now, that win over India means that the hosts come out on top in the tour, having won 2 matches, drawn in 1 and having another abandoned. Now, South Africa may be the winners, but India had plenty to gain from the series as well. They were widely expected to be thrashed 2-0 on this tour, but they showed they could hold their own against the toughest team in the world.
I've played my whole career sort of being a low-key player and found that I've performed best at that time. No, I've never played the game for records and stats and all that kind of stuff. I've always played the game to try and make the best calls and play the situation of the game. And Cricket South Africa were brilliant like that. We came to an agreement on what the best way to do it was that kept everybody happy, that I could still play the last game and as if it, I was just playing a normal Test match, and it gave the people that enjoyed watching me over the years a chance to say goodbye.
And finally, Grenoble Hospital does continue to be the focus of a lot of media attention on Tuesday for news on the medical condition of the 7-time Formula 1 world champion Michael Schumacher, nearly 48 hours after a skiing accident. He suffered serious head injuries while skiing at the French alpine resort of Méribel over the weekend. His condition has been described as critical by doctors in Grenoble. In the meantime, skiing does continue on the exact same slopes, even as well-wishers thronged the hospital and sportsmen and women took to social media with get-well-soon messages for the icon. People from his hometown of Köppen in Western Germany also expressed their shock at the news of the accident.
He drove for years without having accidents. Not much happened during the Formula 1, and then something like this happens when he was skiing. This is really bad.